ਖਬਰ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਓਟਾਵਾ ਤੋਂ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਇੱਕ ਵਰਚੁਅਲ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੀ ਨੇਚਰ ਕੰਜ਼ਰਵੈਂਸੀ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਸੰਘੀ ਅਤੇ ਸੁਭਾਈ ਸਹਿਯੋਗ ਨਾਲ ਦ ਬੋਰੀਅਲ ਵਾਈਲਡਲੈਂਡਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਲਾਂਚ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ, ਜੋ ਕਿ ਉੱਤਰੀ ਓਨਟਾਰੀਓ ਵਿੱਚ ਲਗਭਗ 1500 ਵਰਗ ਕਿਲੋਮੀਟਰ ਦੇ ਬੋਰੀਅਲ ਜੰਗਲ ਦੀ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਯੋਜਨਾ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਮੌਕੇ ਵਾਤਾਵਰਣ ਅਤੇ ਜਲਵਾਯੂ ਤਬਦੀਲੀ ਦੇ ਸੰਘੀ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਸਟੀਵਨ ਗਿਲਬੋਲਡ ਵੀ ਸ਼ਾਮਿਲ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ।
The climate change and the biodiversity loss crisis, we have to look at this as an all hands on deck type of approach, which is obviously when we think about protecting areas. Mr. Piccini talked about provincial parks, obviously the role that Parks Canada plays, and large conservation projects on public lands. But clearly, private lands is also part of the equation, and the Nature Conservancy, with its partners, either at the very local level, all the way to the federal government, and private companies, plays a very key role in helping Canada reach its very ambitious goal of protecting 25% of our lands and oceans by 2025 and 30% by 2030. And we're actually actively engaged internationally to ensure that this 30% target by 2030 becomes an international target, not just in Canada, but around the world, so that we can stop and reverse biodiversity loss. So every project, no matter whether they're public or private, need to be part of the solution.
You know, no one can be on the sidelines when it comes to protecting biodiversity and working together and collaboratively. And what really excites me about Nature Conservancy of Canada, at a very micro level, I've seen it with the O'Neill property in Northumberland County, where I call home, partnering, you know, provincially, and then leveraging private sector investments to expand protected areas. And what does that mean? I mean, that means that, you know, I'm a proud owner of a Nova Scotia duck-tolling retriever, and we spend many weekends appreciating and understanding our natural outdoors. It's an important source for our Conservation Authority educational opportunities. It's expanding this in the north. You mentioned, Ian, provincial parks. I think this is but one in you know, the many priorities of the province, expanding our provincial parks footprint, more to come on that, modernizing the parks experience to generate more revenue, to expand protected areas. We have a number of tools with the Provincial Parks Conservation Reserve Act, the PPCRA, that we use to protect green space and rely on partners. And I mean, I think it's just, what excites me is that we're seeing an unprecedented level of collaboration now, and I think it's no better exemplified than through today's example, you know, where we see ambition at a federal level matched by ambition through a variety of forms provincially, and you know, using a variety of collaborative partnerships that will lead to expanded opportunities in the north. I'm an avid outdoorsman myself, so